I guess we need to talk about the white horse in the White House. So, cocaine.
Oh.
Yes.
So, July 2nd, there was some cocaine found in the White House, boy, and the right went crazy. It was found where, like, special high-profile visitors get to go into the White House, and so they get to take tours. So they're, like, invited high-profile people, and they have an area where they have to drop their stuff off, and I guess they come back when the tour's over, and they take their stuff, and somebody forgot their powder. So... basically, with all the stuff that's happening with Hunter Biden and everything else, the right just went crazy on this one, man. I mean, it's crazy.
Here's my deal. We're gonna get that. We're gonna address the elephant in the room. What if it was Hunter Biden's? I say it just so happens it is Hunter's. Even though like Hunter don't live in the White House, but nonetheless, it's Hunter Biden.
And he don't go on tours.
So they found it as Hunter Biden's cocaine. What that got to do with the president?
Nothing.
We all got crackheads in our family.
Yep.
I do not. That's a situation.
Then you are the crackhead.
Then you are. You just don't know.
No. But I mean, and that's the whole deal. It's too much sensationalism. Like, Jimmy Carter's brother had issues. Clinton's people had issues. Everybody's got people. So when they do that and they jump Hunter Biden, it don't matter. It ain't Joe Biden. I mean,
right. Then I'd be concerned.
And it ain't like Joe Biden ain't talked about his son and his drug problems. So
it's very open.
So let's go talk about that and put it there. So, and it's found in the White House, in the visitor side, or whatever the case may be. It's a lot of ways you can go that the right is going to jump on. You try to use it politically on there as Hunter Biden or whatever. The left's going to say it could have been planted there, or whatever the case may be. Who knows? End of the day, it ain't the first time cocaine been in the White House. I'm pretty sure.
Right. And cocaine's an expensive drug. So it's somebody.
Somebody with money got
somebody has money, okay? But my thing is, I was like, why is this a news?
You said you wasn't a crackhead.
I'm not a crackhead,
okay.
But
I'm just messing with you.
I know about And again, I do not believe in drugs. I'm all natural. But my concern was this was just on the news. And I was like, what are we talking about? There's so many things going on in this world. And we're focused on cocaine in the White House and Hunter Biden's situation. And what happened to the hands off of kids? He's a grown man. Like, why do we keep talking about Hunter? He is not the president. I'm not concerned. I'm not. Please find out who's bringing drugs. And hope you're like dealing and selling in the White House. That's a big concern. That's a story.
The White House ain't too far from the trap house.
Just that
I've been
is
to
true.
DC. It's straight
DC
smack dab in the hood.
Right. Okay. I said, but I just thought it was really interesting that, the story kept playing on Fox over and over and over again. I was like, man, can we get to education and taxes and things that really issues that impact all of us? I said, I wasn't too concerned. Please find the person. Don't do drugs. You need to have that back on. Like, don't do drugs, interesting. But
Nancy Reagan, don't do drugs unless you're funding the Contra, in El Salvador.
Just say no.
Just say no, but y'all keep them drugs coming through, which led to the crack era in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? So,
and put them in areas of impoverished people and black and browns. But that's a whole, we digress.
Yeah.
But I said, we're not the ones with like you said, the planes bringing in the drugs. We don't have that type of money. Sorry, that's not us generational wealth people you might want to be looking at. That ain't us.
Yeah.
Don't have the power to do so.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny how it's got blown into proportion, but I think that falls into, once again, people just trying to position themselves to win elections and
right.
And play towards their base and things of that nature. And let's find something that we can galvanize around and make a big deal out of, But we're not going to talk about issues, We ain't talking about how the Supreme Court is running amok with everybody's rights and doing everything like that and the whole 9 yards, which I think are going to be key issues when it comes to the elections and things of that nature.
That's what people care about.
Yeah, like abortion. You know what I'm saying? The people care about that, and that's going to determine elections. But let's talk about cocaine being in the White House. We don't know whose it is. Nobody got arrested. We whatever the case may be. And they make it sound like what's my man's name out of Britain or whatever, Boris, whatever his name is.
I know you're talking about.
Nah. He was throwing parties. That dude throwing hooker parties.
That's a concern,
COVID.
With cocaine, and he had houses all over England, and he was doing. Now, if that dude, they found it,
right.
Yeah, now that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Because we know how he get down. Biden don't get down like that.
Biden's trying to stay alive.
Now they said they found Viagra in there.
Look, he tripped over.
Biden's trying to stay alive.
They said they found a Viagra. Now I'm looking. Now I'm looking at Biden like, oh, okay, that's on Biden.
That's why
he
laughed. He laughed. He was like, y'all, I can hardly speak,
cocaine?
sweeties. I'm trying.
Yeah.
He can't put nothing but up his nose that don't need to go there, man.
No.
He like, I can't.
He don't
put
play with his life like that.
No.
What'd you say last time? Tripping over sandbags.
Yeah.
They trying to mess up his faculties any more than they already told.
Hey, look, they got me to this point right here. This is where I'm at. Everything they got.
Yeah.
Or nothing foreign need to be coming this way, man.
Hey, I thought they was gonna blame it on Kamala because the vice president's car is on the side where the special guests come in for the tour. So I thought they was gonna say one of Kamala's relatives.
I can't defend Kamala. I can't defend Kamala. I don't know.
On the token black.
Yeah, blame it on the black person, the black VP. I know she do it. But
Stop it.
But what would be funny though if Marjorie Taylor Greene planted that shit in there. Like she just came in on the tour, nigga.
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Drop some coke in the cubby hole for you.
You know, it's funny.
She trying to get back on the Freedom Caucus.
They kicked her out of the Freedom Caucus.
Yes.
They kicked her out of the Freedom Caucus because she sided with McCarthy too much. Like, so she, her people don't even like her no more.
No,
they said they
she got kicked out because she called her a B word.
Right, for calling Boebert a bitch.
Yo.
That's why they say. And I'm like, come on, man. She done said so much crazy shit, and y'all ain't done nothing. Now she calls one of your Freedom Caucus members a bitch, and it's like,
you gotta go.
You gotta go? Like, really?
Yeah.
You put up with all that, but you can't put up with this?
Well, and this is what I heard too, because the Freedom Caucus ain't too happy that McCarthy got when they were going with the debt ceiling and all of that. That they came to an agreement, they made that happen, and I heard that Marjorie Taylor Greene kind of sided with him with that. So the Freedom Caucus, probably some other things, so
right?
That kind of done with her, but
not that she's crazy. I mean, we not just that she's just crazy. We're not going to get rid of her. She has said some outlandish things.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is happening?
Oh, yeah.
These are people who are representing us. What? Well, not me, but But as a whole, it's nuts.
Definitely over here, defending Marjorie Taylor Greene, but it's it's kind of funny that the Freedom Caucus don't even want her hanging out with him no more. Because she's wishy washy.
Right.
That's why. Don't know what the hell she's talking about, and some people decided to elect her and keep her there in the whole 9 yards, and now they're giving her committee positions and all kinds of crazy stuff. So, that story's still unfolding, man. And wow, that's all I can say to that. But once again, politician who's based on fear, talking fear, and not understanding the repercussions comes down to that's why somebody turns into somebody's driveway and they get shot because you're telling them the world's going crazy. Right. That's why you need me here in the White House or in Congress or whatever the case may be. And they take that, they go out, and they shoot somebody. I'm saying so. And she's probably one of the biggest and the prime examples of that.
Right. Freedom of speech, freedom of actions is not freedom without consequences. And people need to remember that. You got freedoms, but you may have some consequences in regards to those. So keep that in mind. Be mindful of what you do and what you say.